Welcome to Unit 2 Graph, Lecture 1 Definition and Terminology of the subject Advanced Data Structure of Second Year Computer Engineering. The overall contents of these units are definition and terminology, graph representation, that is matrix and list representation of the graph, graph traversers DFS, graph traverser BFS, spanning trees and minimum cost spanning tree, in which will cover Prince and Kruskal, and shortest path algorithm. So of this we are going to cover the very first point, that is called definition and terminology. Now a graph G is a set of two sets, that is V and E, represented by G, that is V and E, where V is a finite non-empty set of vertices represented as V of G, and E is a set of pair of vertices called edges represented as E of G. So we have two sets V and E. So for instance, for graph G1 of figure 1, we have G1 as a set of V1 E1, where V1 is a set of vertices. So for G1 there are 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is represented over here, and set of edges E1 is nothing but a set which comprises of edges 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 3, 2 3, 2 4 and 3 4. So we have not covered, for example, 2 to 1, as 1 to 2 and 2 to 1 represent the same edge. Now here we have few more representation of graph. Graph can be like a tree also. So this is acyclic, so there is no cycle between the nodes forming the edge. Here also you can have a graph, more meaningful graph, which represents the days of week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Now the undirected graph is a graph where pair of vertices representing any edge is unordered. That is, the pair V1 V2 and V2 V1 represent the same edge. So as I told already that 1 to 2 and 2 to 1 represents the same edge, as this graph is undirected. Whereas in directed graph, edge represented by directed pair V1 V2 is represented in such a way that V1 forms a tail and V2 forms a head of the edge. For example, in graph G3, if you see carefully, so there is an edge from Sun to MON1. So these are two nodes. So as arrow is going from Sun to Moon, that is Sunday to Monday, so Sun will be a tail and MON1 will be the head of this edge, Sun to Moon. So here G1 and G2 are undirected, so as you will see that there is no direction to the edges given, and G3 is directed. Now so long you are representing graph for say any specific purpose, that node may hold any data, like it can be a numeric data, it can be a character data, it can be a string like sun, mon, tue, or even a composite data like structure data. The maximum number of distinct edges vi and vj, where vi is not equal to vj in a graph with n vertices, is n into n minus 1 by 2. So that means if we have a graph with certain edges, say from vi to vj, so assume that vi is 1 and vj is 2. So this way we should have a distinct vertices. For example, here vi is not equal to vj means that there is no self loop. So vertex v1 is not having any self edge. So if such is the condition, then any graph may have maximum number of edges, that is n into n minus 1 by 2. So assume that G1 has 4 vertices. So here n is 4. So 4 into 4 minus 1, it will be 4 into 3 divided by 2. So that comes out to be 6. So if we see G1, it has exactly 6 edges. So an n vertex undirected graph with exactly n into n minus 1 by 2 edges is said to be a complete graph. So here G1 is a complete graph. Now if V1 and V2 is an edge of E of G, that is the set of edges on graph G, then we shall say that vertices V1 and V2 are adjacent, and that the edge V1 and V2 is incident on vertices V1 and V2. If we see here the edge 1 to 2, so assume that this is V1 and this is V2. So here forms an edge which is nothing but a edge, is an edge belonging to the set of edges of this graph, and moreover this edge is incident on both the vertices 1 and 2. Now here for graph G1, vertex 1 has 2, 3 and 4 as adjacent vertices. So for instance here vertex 1 has 3 adjacent vertices, that is vertex 2, vertex 3 and vertex 4. So here in our case G1 is complete graph, yes. G2 and G3 are not complete graph because though these two graphs having certain nodes are not satisfying this property, that is n into n minus 1 by 2. Now for a directed graph, any directed graph having n vertices, we have maximum number of n into n minus 1 number of edges. So for any directed graph, if you see, so for example if we have a directed graph with 3 vertices, so it will be, we will find that the maximum number of edges can be n into n minus 1. So here if n is 3, then 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2, 3 to the 6 edges can be at most. Now a multigraph is a graph with multiple occurrences of same edge. For example in figure 2, we have two vertices 3 and 4, and this vertex 3 and 4 uh, which is connected, both of these vertices have 3 edges 1, 2 and 3. So that's why this is called a multigraph. But do remember, multigraph is not a graph. We can define subgraph G prime or G dash of G in a graph such that is set of vertices G dash is a subset of V1, is a subset of V of G, and E G dash is a subset of E of G. So for example, if we see G1, graph G1 of figure 3, so we have 3 subgraphs. This is first subgraph, this is second subgraph comprising of only 3 nodes 1, 2 and 4, and this is one more form of subgraph which comprises of nodes 2 and 3. So of this G1 we have created these 3 subgraphs. So here if you see for this second subgraph, if you see edge 1 and 2, edge 1 to 2 and edge 1 to 4, it is nothing but a subset of all the edges covered by G1. Similarly, we have a subgraph of G3 of the last figure of the last slide we have seen. So we have 3 subgraph, only one node, then these 2 nodes connected, then these 2 nodes connected and one lying aside. So this is also a subgraph. Now a path from vertex VP to VQ is in a graph is a sequence of vertices. For example, VP, let it be a starting vertex and this is the ending vertex. So all these remaining vertices, intermediate vertices, forms a sequence of edges, that is VP1, VP, VI1, vi1 to vi2, vin to vq. So these are the edges. For example, if we consider graph G1 here, so this say sequence from 1 to 3 is age 1 to 2, age 2 to 4, and age 4 to 3. So this forms a sequence. Now moreover, this also forms a length of the path. For example, length of the path from 1 to 3 is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 4 to 3. So it is 3. And if we see carefully, the path 1 to 2, 4 to 1 to 2, 4 to 3. So 1 to 2, 4 to 3, 2 to 4, and 4 to 3. So covering this vertices is of length 3. And similarly, if we take this length 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and again 4 to 2 back, it is also of length 3. And if we see here, the connected graph is said to be connected if it has some vertex belonging to set of vertices, and that vertex has a path from vi to vj. So this is called connected graph. So this v1 and that is 1 and 2, this is here the degree of vertex is number of edges incident on the vertex. For example, here the degree of vertex 1 in G is the number of edges incident. So it has 3 incident edges, edge 1 to 2, edge 1 to 3, and edge 1 to 4. Now in case of any graph, we can define in degree, which is nothing but a number of edges from which p is the head. So for example, the in degree of this graph G3, so MON node has in degree 1, and it has also has out degree 2. So this MON node has 2 edges going out of this particular node. So basically MON is tail for 2 nodes and it is head for only 1 node. Now we can easily see that for any graph with n vertices and d as a degree, so summation of all the degrees of summation of degrees of all the nodes by 1 is nothing but the e value. Thank you so much. We'll see the remaining.